stop fighting at Paramore shows, is how I would have started the video if Haley didn't find out that the people that she kicked out of the show the other day weren't actually fighting.
Oopsie whoopsie! Ooh, we made a fucky wucky, a little fucko boingo! The code monkeys at our headquarters are working very hard to fix this.
They were kind of just, you know, trying to get to the front in kind of like the standing area where you don't necessarily have like assigned seats or anything, which, you know, I guess people at concerts have done before. I wouldn't know. I can't afford those seats because I'm broke as hell.
I'm all out of money!
But at the same point in time, if you're going to be that person that's trying to get their way to the front, maybe best to do it in a little bit more of a polite way, because it seems like those people were kind of shoving out of the way, but I don't fully know. I saw the part of the video where everybody was like, hey, they're doing whatever, kick them out, and Haley just kind of goes off on them, and at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. But we are going to talk about something else because, well, apparently artists think that, that their shows are hot shit.
Guys, he's not giving me any attention. He's just on his computer games all day.
I'm doing homework, jackass!
Pay attention to me!
Now, I will say, it's a bit different when you're going to see a specific band at their show compared to a music festival where there's multiple acts that are taking place, some bigger than the others, so more people are going to go see those acts. And we have one of these instances where a band playing a festival got mad because there wasn't a lot of people in the crowd during their set, and even when there was, it was just a quote-unquote pathetic crowd. That being a band that I do like immensely. You hear them a lot on the radio. They're a UK band called Royal Blood. They're that duo with the singer, guitarist, and drummer, and they make some good songs. And they were at, I think it was some like Radio 1 kind of thing, you know, music festival where a bunch of different bands were playing. And during their set, I guess their lead singer was a little bit upset about how things were going at the start of the show. The crowd wasn't necessarily fully into it, so he decides to do this.
Well, I guess I should introduce ourselves, seeing as no one actually knows who we are. We're called Royal Blood, and this is rock music. Who likes rock music? Will you clap for us? Yes, even he's clapping. What does that say about you?
And look, again, I can understand if this was you on your tour and it was specifically your show and people knew who they were coming to see. I get it. It's like when Lil Wayne had to end his show short because the crowd just wasn't being enthusiastic enough at his show. It's like, you know, if you're gonna come see me at my show, then at least act like you want to be here. However, what Royal Blood did still wasn't a good way to go about things. Like, if you really feel that a crowd isn't into it, I feel like, yeah, you should point it out, but do it in a way that's going to make them enjoy the show more. Get them interested in what they're seeing. Try to win the crowd over in some way other than calling them pathetic and mocking them, because that's not a good way to get on somebody's good side. But in this case with a music festival, you gotta think Royal Blood, even though a big act, probably wasn't the most humongous act on that festival. So to kind of insult a crowd that might not even know most of your catalog aside from a couple of hit songs, it then kind of, you know, steers them away because they're like, oh, okay, so that's how they're gonna be when we're just trying to, you know, maybe figure out what we, you know, think about them, like, do we like them or don't we as a band? You know, maybe there's just people that are trying to, you know, focus and maybe, you know, get with the music that are trying to become, like, actual fans. That's a whole part of a festival is, you know, you'll go see the bands and artists you want to see, and maybe you'll see some that you're kind of familiar with, but want to get to know more and see, hey, maybe they put on a good show, and if they put on a good show, maybe I'll listen to more of their product. Like, when I went to the Blink-182 concert, I didn't know much about Turnstile. I knew a few of their songs, but after seeing them live, I'm definitely going to be jamming a lot more to their songs, their albums, whatever, because that particular concert that when they opened for Blink alone really reeled me in, and I feel like with Royal Blood they kind of lost that opportunity once they insulted these people.
Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care.
I mean, seriously, if I'm going to a festival and I'm just going to see a band, and to be honest with you, if they're not really interesting to me, I won't be afraid to leave. I just, you know, you as an artist still have to put on a good show for the people that paid the money to see your show, because if people don't feel like they're getting their money's worth, then of course they're not going to show interest in it, because you're not giving us a good show to, you know, vibe to. Whereas if you put on a great show, people are going to be into it, they're going to be involved the whole show, and you won't have to worry about whether the crowd is going to be, you know, quote-unquote pathetic or not. It's just like, get over yourself.
This sucks camel dicks!
And this is becoming more and more of a phenomenon now, and even artists and bands that do it when it's like their own show, I feel like get a little pretentious about it, because again, it's like, you know, why don't you put on a good show then if you really want us to pay attention? It's like the whole point of people going to Puddle of Mud shows now is because they know that Wes Scantlin is prone to just freak out at any little thing and end the show right then and there. They know that they're not going to put on a good show. They just want to go because, well, they're hoping that maybe Wes will have his one little, you know, hissy fit temper tantrum, and it shouldn't come to that when you're a musician. People need to come to your shows to watch you, you know, perform your songs and have some sort of, you know, thing going on, whether it's something on the monitors or pyrotechnics or something like that that make your show even more interesting and go with the music, rather than, oh, this person throws hissy fits, I'm gonna go see that because I'd rather them throw a hissy fit than listen to their actual music, which, to be honest with you, I can understand going to a Puddle of Mud concert to not listen to their music and just hear Wes Scantlin talk shit. Like, nobody really wants to go to a Puddle of Mud concert anyway. But like, I feel like I hear more and more about this, and it just gets real irritating to me, because I get it that the fans need to know what they paid for, but at the same point in time, if they know what they paid for and you're not putting on a good show, then don't be pissed off when they tell you, hey, this show sucks, do better. Because as artists, just because you're up there singing your songs that we like for us in person, that doesn't mean we have to automatically like what you were doing. Give us something to enjoy. Give us something that makes the show better, that will keep us attached. You know, talk to the crowd more. Do something other than just go up there, sing your songs, and hope that wins the crowd over, because for the most part, it won't. So yeah, I'd really like to hear your thoughts in the comments down below on what you think about this, not just the whole Royal Blood situation, but the more and more artists that continue to complain and end shows early because of the pathetic crowds. But yeah, that's it for me. Stay safe out there, and until then, I will catch you all in the next one. Oh, and for those of you that don't watch my videos, you are very, very pathetic as subscribers, because I put my heart and soul into this, and yet you guys don't tune in because you just want to, like, troll me or something? Is that what we're doing here? Fuck it then. If you're not going to watch, I quit YouTube. That's it. I'm done. Obviously, that was a joke. I didn't mean any of that.